Hello, everyone, and welcome once more to the Sage 2023 Showcase. This time we got F-Zero Pocket, which seems to be a Game Boy Color styled F-Zero game, which I think is a really cool little idea. The description reads, "Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. The call is echoed throughout the universe once again. The F-Zero Grand Prix is back. Select one of the 30 most skillful drivers of all time and boost your way to the top in F-Zero Pocket. A racing game made as a tribute to both the Game Boy Color and the F-Zero series. Play tracks divided in 4 cups and 4-level difficulty. Are you up to the task? Each car has its own characteristic. It's up to you to find which one suits you best. Will it be Blue Falcon, the reigning champion Captain Falcon, or Fast Iron Tiger Baba, the fly little weapon of James McCloud, or maybe the impressive Black Bull of Falcon's nemesis, Black Shadow? You get to choose in a race across Mute City, Big Blue, Red Canyon, and 7 other locations. Multiple game modes are available: Grand Prix, where you race 5 times in succession, an unforgiving championship, quick race, time attack, win Grand Prix cups to various difficulties to unlock more and more drivers, and if it isn't enough, you can also create your own track with only a notepad. It's relatively easy to understand and quick to set up. You can virtually add as many tracks as you want to the game. That's kind of neat. So this game may not be a demo, given that the developer behind it, which was, I believe, Baba Yoshi, or was it? Is also the creator of Hoopermania that we also played this year, and that was certainly a full game. So I don't know if even if this is a demo, this might just be a full-on F-Zero for Game Boy Color style game that is fully complete. So let's check this one out, though, because it honestly really intrigued me. I do not know if I will 100% it if it is a complete game. Just a little disclaimer right off the gate, because I have other games to get to, but we will see. I've done a lot of full plays lately, so I might hold off on this one if it is indeed a full game. But before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, think about coming over to Twitch. We're trying to reach a partner over here, but we need more viewers to do that. So if you want to come by, whether to lurk or to talk, think about doing so, because it does make a big difference. We'd honestly love to have you. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I have a coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content, and I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff. Links in the description, you can check them out at your leisure. Sorry if I'm kind of seeming to be a bit by the books with my intros lately, by the way. I kind of just want to get through them and move on, because I've been doing a lot. I mean, with Sage, I'm going through a lot of games, doing the intro a lot, so I'm just kind of getting it through, right? I think people like it being efficient anyways, so let's start up. So the Pocket means you can play / emulate this on a Game Boy mobile device? No. This is a Game Maker project. I could tell by looking at the, wait. No, I don't know if this is Game Maker. I just assumed that because the other game for the developer was. But I don't know what this is made in, but it's an EXE. It's not like a Game Boy Color ROM or anything. So I don't think you can play this on an actual Game Boy Color. I mean, like, listen to the music, man. The Game Boy Color is pretty cool, but it could not make music of this quality. Maybe the Game Boy Advance could manage a bit crunch version of this, but the Game Boy Color could not make a song like this. So I guess let's go hop right into Grand Prix, I suppose. Starting on easy. Actually, no, I'll do medium. I'll do normal. Do you have to be each one, I wonder? Normal, then. Ruby Cup. Let's see, 1. Simoon Spiral Dry Hills Frosted Ears. Boldness Trial. Frosted Ears. Okay. Sapphire Cup. Sudden Death. Okay. Emerald Cup. Diamond Cup. Alright, let's do this. Let's do the Ruby Cup. Yeah, this might be a full game. Yeah, have star of Captain Falcon, Dr. Stewart, and the Golden Fox. Pico. Wild Goose. Samurai Girl and the Fire Stingray, and Jodie Summers in the White Cat, right? Let's see. There's also stats there, which I assume... I think Captain Falcon's the best general, so I'll just start with Captain Falcon. Classic, after all. No Biorex yet. There's a lot of characters to unlock, though. Alright. I don't know what the controls are yet, so I'll have to figure it out in-game. So... Loading. For a while, apparently. That was a long load, I gotta say. Okay, this plays about like I thought it would, be in the Game Boy Color style. So yeah, Hoopervania's creator made this, which means we can expect some decent pixel work. You can also expect me running into that guy repeatedly, apparently. I see, I see. Oh. You're stuck on the side, you're stuck on the side. Alright. What are my buttons? Okay, that's my boost button. I'm pretty bad at racers that have this, what is this, what do you call this type of racer? Oh god, okay. I guess I was low on health, I didn't even notice. Oh, pass? Oh, that's how the tournament works. That's a little rude. So I have a live system, okay. I have not played F-Zero in a long time. Where is my health? Oh, it's up at the top, duh. Yeah, so I knew in F-Zero you could blow up and just lose, but I didn't know about the live system, effectively. Or I didn't remember it. It's so weird that a hovering bike gets slowed down by strips on the ground. So when I got stuck on that one guy constantly having collisions, that was very bad for my health. I gotta react to the turns better. Wait, really? Holy shit, I thought I had more health than that. Okay, I'm immediately having just trouble here. These kind of racers are interesting to me, says Zumi. The kind where it's 2D but present fully. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not expecting a Game Boy Color style game to actually be 3D. That would be unreasonable, but... Also, I'm pretty sure in F-Zero, correct me if I'm wrong, there's usually little healing areas that you can roll over to, like, not die. I feel like this stage kind of needs one somewhere. Like, basically, healing pads. And if there's... Oh, okay. If I slow down, I can get off the wall. I was like trying to figure out how the hell to get off the wall. It seemed like nearly impossible. I have to just, like, let go. Just, like, slow the hell down. Please, sir, do not do this to me. It seems like the wall is worse to hit than the opponents. I mean, it's better not to die, I suppose. Final lap, and I'm in 13th place. I'm doing great. I've chose normal difficulty, and this feels impossible. The back and forth turns are really dastardly, by the way. Okay, let's go to easy mode. Because if this is how the first race is gonna go on normal, maybe I'm not cut out for that. Wait a minute, actually, can anybody tell me what those stats mean? Because they're just pictures, so I don't really know. What do they mean? I'm gonna guess the first one looks like the vehicle itself, so I'm gonna guess HP. The second one kind of looks like maybe speed, because it looks like a jet. The third one is probably handling, because it's the steering wheel. And the fourth one? Acceleration is the only thing I can think of left out of that set. Weight? Could be. I'm gonna pick the vehicle that handles the best. That might help me the most because of how this works. It's one of those games. It's that old type of game that, like, there's those old. What was that old arcade game that was a Grand Prix? Was it just called Grand Prix? Where it was a similar perspective, where, like, you know, you had to just like react to the turns and stuff. It's really just kind of a reaction game. These sort of racing games. It's just did you start turning at the right time? Cool, you're gonna make the turn good. You didn't? Oh well, then you need to slow down. It's like an oversimplification because it's not actual 3D. So it's like hard to... Because you have to like time it. You just have to time it. I mean, this vehicle is not turning as well as I had hoped, but okay. Sir, get the fuck out... Oh my god. Yeah, it's not very fun, I gotta say. Oh, there is a healing pad. Wait, was that there in normal mode? I think I missed that because I was getting the boost. I was too excited over the boost I didn't see the healing pad. That's kind of mean. I either can get the boost or I can heal. That's mean to make me have a choice. Okay, I thought I chose a vehicle with better handling, but this thing sucks at turning still. So maybe steering wheel doesn't mean turning? I don't even know at this point. You know what, let me look at the instruction manual that this came with. I guess I'm supposed to read that. Let's take a look here. In Hellings, you can boost in it for free. We can? Oh, then what if that works here? Hold on, I'm just looking for the information I'm looking for. Okay, so this is how the stats work. First one is body, how strong or robust the body of the car is. Second one is boost, how powerful the boost is. Third one is grip, how well the car turns. And fourth one is weight, how heavy the car is. So why is it that the A-handling car still handles poorly? That upsets me slightly. What does weight do? It didn't say. These are rated from S to F. Make sure to try different drivers and different cars to determine which one suits you best. No, literally the entire instruction manual has nothing else about that. Okay, in normal F-Zero games, what does weight do? While it appears to be just a trivial stat, trends show that machines that are heavier have better body ratings due to their bulkiness and also have some of the highest top speeds in the game. However, there's a sacrifice for a lack of grip and acceleration due to the bulkiness being difficult to maneuver. Contrarily, machines with lighter weights also have better grip and acceleration, but lower top speed. Okay, so this suddenly makes sense now. So the reason her handling didn't feel like A handling is because her weight is pretty high at B, so that weight made the handling suffer. So arguably speaking, I would have the best handling with Samurai Goro. By the way, the tutorial, let's see if I'm right about that. Now, I would like to point out that the instruction manual that came with this game did not tell you what weight did, because I assume that they assumed that you played enough F-Zero to know what weight did, and thus didn't say. Also, in like, I'm thinking about the kart racers I played, like Mario Kart 64 and Diddy Kong Racing. I preferred the lighter vehicles. I always did. Always preferred lighter. There's a high risk, high reward of heavyweight vehicles because they can go fast if you know how to control them. I prefer the lighter vehicles, nonetheless. I'm still drifting into the... Is there any car that can actually drift away from the sides rather than into it? Look at this. No matter what I do, I seem to drift into the sides. I'm just very upset about that. Like, it seems kind of inevitable, I guess. Basically, especially considering this is the first fucking course and the turns are too tight to, like, actually stay in the center. Unless you're doing it perfectly, mind you. Now, granted, I could take the inside of the turn more. That doesn't always help. This just doesn't feel very fun. I've tried 3 different cars and none of them feel right. I hit the wall because I was anticipating. Oh, good. Now I put myself in the... I feel, here's my opinion, at least for the first race, it's really bullshit to have these slowdown sections. I think the wall was enough, you know? I feel like the wall was enough for the very first fucking course. You didn't need to also slow down the vehicle. That's just my opinion, though. It's like, holy fucking shit, let me get used to the game with an easy track, please. You know? You always start with an easy track. That's how you do a racing game. This is literally the first track of the game, and it's kind of a fucking, like, it's not super complex, don't get me wrong, but, like, I got second to last place, by the way, or third to last place. Actually, hold on. Maybe that's their version of easy track, maybe. Which car would you pick out of these stats? I'd love to have more options, but I have to beat some levels and stuff to actually unlock more people, so. What would you pick? Falcon does seem the best out of the options, but... Actually, I just realized... Stat spread-wise, Golden Fox sucks, because he's identical to Falcon except for his B stat. The B stats go down 2 grades to a D, and he gets... In return, he goes 2 stats up from 1 stat into A, and that's pretty bad. Does slowing down help? I think it probably would, but... Here's the thing. Slowing down kind of helps, but I can't keep a place if I slow down. Do you notice that? Like, I'm in easy mode, and I can't keep a place if I slow down. Also, what is with these loading times? What exactly is this lo-fi game loading? I think it's because Dr. Stewart's story revolves around his dad. Oh, that's kind of funny, actually. Like, look at my... Okay, look at my speed. When I'm going nice and fast, I hit about 999 kilometers a mile. If I let go of the acceleration very briefly, I lose like 300 or more. Look at that. Look at how much... Look, this is just... It's basically just horrible. I'm going to do my best to stay in the lane. I'm going to do my best to stay in the lane. We'll see what place I end up in. What I really hate in these style of games when it goes back and forth, I always think that's bullshit, because it's like instantaneous. That's me try... No? You see how even when I'm slow, I'm still in the corner. Even if I slow down, I'm still drifting into the wall on turns. You notice that? Or at least some of the turns. I definitely... Here's the thing. Some of the turns are sharper than others, but it's kind of hard to tell. Slowing helps cornering, but it also throws the race, so what's the goddamn point? The arrow color is what determines the sharpness of the turn. But look at this! 0. 0. I'm right here. Still going in the corner. Like, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter how slow you go. You're still on the sharp turns. You're just kind of going into the wall regardless. And also, the lack of forward visibility to react is definitely not helping. It feels more like playing a reflex game than actually doing a race. And this is level 1 of the easiest difficulty, and I don't think I can place decently. I'm trying, but I don't think I can. Are there no other buttons? There's brake. I am pressing brake. Would you like me to... I could try braking more. Maybe braking would be better than slowing down? I believe brake is... What is brake? Brake is X, okay. I can tell it's X because it's slowing down just a little bit. Maybe that's the key. I'll try it. And we'll see how the sharp turn if it does anything useful. Nope. Fucking! Yeah, braking is really weirdly... If you're holding the acceleration, it only brakes you a little bit. If you let go of the acceleration, it brakes you faster, I assume, but that's not important. Because if I let go of my acceleration just briefly, I lose like a fourth of my speed instantaneously. That's why the brake button's not really required. You can lose tons of speed by just decelerating. So the brake's not really that necessary, and it doesn't seem to help with grip either. My god! I am not moving at any It's frustrating because I'm not going... I am going fucking slow and I'm still hitting the wall. It is just like... You know what it feels... You know what it feels like? Have you ever played a racing game that requires you to change your tires based on the track? And if you... And if you don't, then it really fucks you over and you have no control of your vehicle? That's what it feels like. It feels like I took street tires into a fucking off-road track. That's what it feels like. It isn't on the save site? Yeah, it is. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, there it is. Here's the link for you, if you want to try it out for yourself. If you want to experience the game and be like, well, Chara, I don't think the controls are as bad as you're saying. You know what? I'm just going to keep going to the next race. What does it matter? What is it? Let's just look at the other course. Let's just look at the courses and not win. That sounds fine. Let's have a tourist mode here where we don't actually succeed at anything, but we can at least look at the tracks. God, yeah, I do not like these style of games. The ones where you have... Now, keep in mind, this game, even though it's not 3D, it could have some track visibility. Like, beyond the arrows tell you where to turn, this could show you the turns coming up a bit better. Because look at this, it's using half of the screen. What I'd love to know is how are they getting around these turns with more speed than me? Everybody else, you know? I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but from what I can understand, this is... Here, just to show you guys, because I know some people are going to be doubting me otherwise. Let me pull up the instruction booklet for just a moment, okay? Here. Look. Here's the thing, right? If I go up to the top here. Here are the controls. In-game controls are as follow. D-pad left and right. Steer the car left and right. Move the cursor to a menu. Pause. D-pad up. Boost when available. I was boosting here and there when I got boost. D-pad down. Move the cursor. Again, doesn't do anything for racing. A button. Accelerate. Was mostly using that, letting go of accelerate now and then to slow down, though it wasn't really helping me. B button. Brake. regardless of if I let go of accelerator or not, it actually doesn't do a whole lot. Start button, pause. I'm just showing you guys the controls to make it very clear to you guys that no, I'm not missing any buttons. It's not like I'm missing some cool, like, oh, if I held that, I could drift and then I get around every turn perfectly. No, this is it. It's very simple. It is literally the same number of buttons as a Game Boy Color. There's nothing else to talk about. It is A, B, start, D-pad. That is it. So, yeah. The controls are too simple for me to fuck this up unless there's something very arcane I'm missing. What? Oh, what the fuck is this shit? Okay. See, like, how would I know that the middle of the track was going to have the slowdown stuff? There's, like, no... Here's the thing. Half the screen is dedicated to the track. The other half of the screen is dedicated to the background. But what if we had, a fourth of the top of the screen dedicated to showing what's coming up ahead in, like, a low pixel, like a small pixel form? Like, just, like, a low quality version of, oh, there's the turns like that, and it has like, this is where the hazards are on that section, and you can just see it a little bit before you hit it, right? That's all I'm saying. Like, it's unnecessarily blinding me. Even if we want to stick this to the Game Boy Color's limitations, you can still have a little space above that just tells you a bit more information before you run into it, right? I'm actually kind of pacing that guy. Oh god, until that happened. Fucking sudden sharp turn the other direction. Oh well. I don't know how they do this. And by the way, again, I'm playing on the easy. I want to point out, I'm not bitching because I chose a harder difficulty and I'm not really good at it. That's kind of understandable before you learn a game, but like, I chose the easiest settings I could. Also, it does seem like the best course of action when it comes to wall hitting is if I have some health to spare, just hit the wall because you can get around it faster if you do that. Unfortunately. Like, wall hugging seems to be the fastest way to get around a section if you have the health to do it. But yeah, there's a lot of hazards here that you can't see coming. Yeah, well, I can. You know what I'll say right now? Definitely can tell this was made by the same dev as Hoopervania, because much like Hoopervania, it's got some interesting things going on, but ultimately it's kind of bullshit to the player, just like Hoopervania was. So I'm not even surprised this was made by the same dev, because it has that same unrelenting design philosophy. You know? Okay, Fair. Yeah, so Fair is checking this game out too, which, by the way, thank you for doing so. It's nice to get a second opinion on the controls and stuff. Because that's one thing, I can communicate a lot as a streamer as I play a game, but one thing that's impossible to truly communicate when you stream a game for other people is the controls. You can explain the controls all you want, but nobody will truly understand what you mean unless they play it for themselves. So I do encourage you guys to check it out if you are doubting me at all. If you think my critique is too harsh or you think I'm doing something wrong. By the way, I got 14th place. Cool. Like I said, we're just looking at the tracks. I'm not even worried about it now. We're just going to look at the tracks. There's a comment in reply on the Sage page. Someone else addressed the control issues and the dev agreed the game is not balanced well difficulty-wise. Let Papa Mind see this. He's much more familiar with the style of F-Zero. Let's see what he thinks. That's fair. If you played F-Zero Advance, you might be the best person to ask about this. Like, I feel like the closest thing this could compare to is F-Zero Advance, which I think had a similar perspective, though I think it gave you more visibility. In fact, I'm not just going to say that. I'm not just going to say I think it did. I'm going to check. I'm now curious. Let's take a look at F-Zero Advance. I want to see what that looked like. How did that look? What was the visibility for F-Zero Advance? Let's take a look. Let's have a comparison, because this is the closest thing to this game that existed canonically. So, Did you guys say there's two? Yeah, there are two GBA. There are two GBA. F-Zero GP Legend and F-Zero Maximum Velocity. Let's take a look at how both games handled their visual style and what kind of information they convey to the player. I got two different long plays / gameplays here up that some people did on YouTube. Thank you very much, people. Let's take a look at what this game has. So I'm just gonna hop right in. Okay. So right off the bat, what did I say about having more than half the screen for visibility? Seems like F-Zero's GP Legend heard that statement. Take a look at this visibility. We have about 4/5 of the screen to show the track, meaning that you can see further ahead. This is the first track, by the way, which is, again, Mute City, but... Wow, this is way... Look at how much easier it is to, like... Yeah, this feels like... See, this feels like a first-time track. You have plenty of visibility. The turns are actually doable. There's enough going on to, like, test ya.
You've got a new booster.
You got a new booster. You even got a new booster, guys. I like that, boys. That's good, boys. And also, there's a map, which also helps. Like, honestly, this Game Boy Color style game could have a map, too. I know it's not real 3D or even Mode 7, but it could still have a map to visually represent to the player what's going on. In fact, that map could even indicate hazards and stuff. Alright, now, so that's that, right? How about the other F-Zero Advance? Let's take a look at F-Zero Maximum Velocity. Again, uses about 4/5 the screen. Okay, it's a bit faster. Okay, this looks like these two games are on the same engine, I'd say. No map this time. Track's a little more tricky, but you can see what's going on. Yeah, like for instance, there's hazards there, and you can actually see them before you hit them. There's a video map. Oh wait, yeah, there is. It's just not visible for some reason. I see the dock though. Yeah. Maybe they turned something off in the settings for this particular playthrough. So, I understand that the developer was like, okay, I'm going to do like Game Boy Color style, and Game Boy Color can't do Mode 7. Game Boy Color can't do fake 3D. So I'm going to do mine in this kind of old Grand Prix style sort of thing. But the thing is about that, he's wrong, if that's the way he thought, because here, let me see if I can find it. Not that one. Yeah, Punchy Weight. They'll do just fine for what I'm looking for.
The third...
Okay. See if I can find what I was thinking about. Yeah, here it is. So I want to show you guys... this. This is coming from Scott Skeletons for Fighting. This is Race Driver. See, I'm aware of a few things involving the Game Boy. I like the Game Boy. And let me show you guys Race Driver for a second. This is for the original Game Boy. And it doesn't run very well. It's a version of, I believe, Hard Driving. I think that was what the original thing called. But even this could handle, like, even 3D is actually possible on the Game Boy Color. Because it's even possible on the original Game Boy, if poorly. It's impressive even if it's not great. But my point is also that here's another example. I don't know what maybe this is Race Driver. I'm not sure. Regardless, my point is, look, visibility. It's limited, sure, but visibility. I don't know, man. My point is that this is not a real Game Boy Color game, so he can do whatever he wants of it. He probably should have kept it somewhat 3D, in my opinion. This style sucks, in my book. Now, some people are going to fight me on this one, because I know there's some older arcade games that have a similar style to this. I can't remember the name of it, though. What was that classic arcade game? I believe Namco made it. Classic Namco arcade game, back in the 1980s. It was a driving game that had a similar style to this. I don't even remember what it was called. But it's basically very similar to what we're playing right now. Pole position. I need to look at that. I need to know if I'm crazy or not. But I believe even pole position controlled better. Thank you. Pole position. That was it. Because pole position was, in my opinion, I can't play pole position very well. Yeah, that's the one. Thank you. 1982 Namco. Rad Racer? That I think that also applies to the statement. I think there's more than... pole position had some clothes. But pole position is another good example of how to do this concept a little bit better. I didn't like pole position, but at least pole position, with its half of the screen, it still managed to do a bit better as far as like letting you see what the hell was going to happen next. I suck at pole position, but again, here's another example of how to do this sort of concept in a way that isn't completely unfair to the player. You can definitely see the turns better in this. And this is from 1982. And some of the turns suck. This game over screen is playing just about as well as I ever did on pole position. You know? Third track, and it's actually fair. Yeah, wait, did I just get to the third track or the fourth? I think I just got to the third track myself. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys some examples of how to do this sort of fake 3D style, but like actually make it fun. Pole position is fun. I'm not good at it, but I would still say it is a fun game. I don't like it necessarily, like all the way. I much prefer actual 3D racing games, but... Oh, yeah, I'm actually on stage 3 right now. And I would agree, it doesn't feel as bad as the first two. Wait, I actually got a decent place. You know, I agree. I think this track is actually a bit more fair. I still can't get ahead of the racers, but the track's certainly better. I think I have deleted that person, actually. That works out. Why does it feel like I have infinite boost all of a sudden? It really seems like I have infinite boost, and I don't know why. I'm also gonna die, so... Hold on. Oh, there it is. Pass? I don't know. I don't care. Next race. Oh, that looks like it has shitty turns on it. I guess you do get a mini-map before you start the race. Be nice to have it in-game, though, wouldn't it? So, Farrah, what places... Have you been able to place decently on any of the courses? I had second for a bit on that last one. Then I lost it. Okay, they're just all going past me now. Man, I just don't want to, like... It sucks that almost every turn is like, I'm going to the outside and there's something I can do about it, you know? It doesn't feel very satisfying. Like, especially because I'm trying my best, but I just can't do anything. Some of the turns are gentler, but most of them are... I don't know if you noticed, but like most of the turns, very rough. Is this blue stuff good or bad? Should I be touching this? Does it matter? I don't know. I think the best time to use the boost is after a hard turn. Why does it feel like I have... Like, no matter what vehicle I choose, it always feels like I have the slowest vehicle. Because everybody just casually passes me. There's like some real fucking unfair AI going on in this game. I mean, yeah, sometimes I pass people, but it feels... You know what it feels like? It doesn't feel like, oh yeah, I played well and then I passed somebody. It feels like I just randomly pass people. It feels like passing people is an incidental detail that just happens when it happens. Like, I legitimately do not understand when I gain places. That was my best race so far, but again, it doesn't feel like... It feels like I just gain a place when the game decides I should gain a place. And I lose places when the game decides I should lose places. It doesn't feel like my performance really affects my placement that much. Obviously, I could theoretically play better, but... Good night, Ungolf. Here's the last course, and then we get to see how much I failed. You quit at lap 3 of the first track. Oh, fair enough. You did... Yeah, this isn't fun, unfortunately. And as I look at really old versions of this sort of concept, I'm surprised to see all of them use more than half the screen. Well, okay, this is using a little more than half the screen during turns, but... If you're on a straightaway, it's only using half the screen, and oh wait, now it's using less than half the screen. Oh, I guess that's to indicate, like... hills, I guess? Oh, they're using... Wait. So that's the reason that so little of the screen real estate is giving me information. It's because the rest of it has been saved for, like, emulating hills. They wanted to emulate hills and valleys. What is red doing? I don't know what that red stuff... Wait, final lap? What? Oh, there's a little... I just got first. Why the hell was the last course fair? But nothing else was. That was just a NASCAR track. Oh, that's why it was fair. It's the only course that made sense for these controls and handling. Okay. Now that you can turn fast enough, I succeeded. What do you figure? Yeah, I already know I lost. It's fine. 14, 14, 15, 8. And then for some reason 1. Cool. Did I unlock anybody to play as? That was part of the reason I did that, actually. Nope. I feel like the only way I can win this game is if I unlock the right character that I can actually control. Hello, Raiders. Hello, Sky, Son, and friends. How you guys doing? I'm done with this, though. I'm sorry. This is, like, no. Wait, you know what? We got, for shits and giggles, Master Ruby Cup. No, just Master Sapphire, so we see a new stage. I'm gonna choose Master difficulty, so we can see, like, literally, I was playing easy mode. So what the fuck does the Master AI look like? This game is impossible on easy. So let me turn to Master for a moment. I want Insanity, alright? Yes, hello everybody. We're doing the Sage 2023 Showcase. While it's still 2023, ideally. Oh! I think do I lose power even faster on Master Mode? That makes sense, I suppose, I guess. The fuck is this? What the fuck is this course doing? Holy shit! Oh, okay, I'm slippery now. Alright, that's ice, you're right. I moved so straight on them last time I didn't realize it was ice. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now. Oh, no. Yeah, this is just not very fun. I like the concept initially, but... I also like a game that can actually be played, enjoyed, and maybe like actually conquered over time. This game does not feel that way to me. Admittedly, I'm not good at these style of faux 3D racers, but even so, I usually play a bit better than this on them. But it's just unrelenting. I don't know why it was designed this way. I don't know what the developer was thinking. At least they were told, they were given feedback by other people saying that, yeah, this is like not good and fair or anything. So like, yeah, A+ concept, B- execution. Maybe they'll fix it up later, but like, yeah. I just don't know what was going through their head. I'm gonna make a racing game that is 100% complete as far as I can tell, by the way. This is not like a demo, this is done. But all this time, they developed this, and they were just like, yeah, I think having absolutely no ability to turn is a perfect design for my game. Like, okay, I don't know why you think that, but, you know, power to you, I suppose, developer. That was F-Zero Pocket. I'm gonna pocket this. Actually, I'm not gonna pocket this. I don't really want to keep this around. I'm gonna pocket this into the trash can and move on to something else.